Do you think your younger self could outdo your older self right now? Now, I'm not talking about the future. I'm talking about currently, right now.
No.
Speaking.
And what are we talking about? Sports? Or are we talking about?
I don't think he's better than he had nothing.
Okay, I'm talking about at least a challenge. You think he can challenge like toe to toe?
He
might not win, but he'd be like, man, this.
Because look, if we talk about football, his high school one is watching him now because he don't play football no more.
Okay.
But the high school Jacoby, when it comes to basketball,
Yeah, I was gonna say we're talking maybe sports. It depends on the sport because obviously my knee isn't as good. Now, if we're talking, are we talking pre or post knee operation for me? That's the question.
I'm talking before the engine check light came on. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's tough because nigga back then that's when I. That's tough. If we're talking sports, I'm gonna keep it stacked. No, I'm not. I'm not
keeping up.
No, I'm not keeping up. That nigga's cooking me, crossing me. that nigga's torching me.
Hey,
running past me, running laps around me. Like, nah. Now, wait. If we're talking, if I was in peak condition today, I would cook that nigga. Even with the injuries,
right?
I would cook him just because of the wisdom, the strength. I know what he would have done. Now, if we're talking today, no, he's running laps around me. Now, if we talk anything out of sports, anything else, it's a wrap. It's not even close. The arrogance, the level of, well, you know, I'm me. I'm 18. I'm 17. I know better than everybody else. It's like I don't need to have that confidence. I don't need that confidence now because I'm like I will let you outdo yourself, and I'm gonna just kick you at the end of it. Right. That's it. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying?
That tortoise in the hair race.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. That J. Lou and this J. Lou,
different breeds.
Listen. I don't have nothing. I have a lot for Buddy today. Buddy gonna get this.
Gonna have work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for Buddy.
That's not true. That's not true though, because I'm not talking about you no more. I'm talking about. No. The reason I say that is because I was going based on raw athleticism at that point.
So I'm talking about like I'm talking about 18-year-old David Jacoby right now.
Raw athleticism.
It's out of here.
Think back. None of us, I'm not saying we weren't skilled, but we weren't focused on skills. Why? Because faster, stronger, bigger than everybody else. You didn't even need the skills at that point.
So you messed up, you can just redo it before these count out.
Most of the time, I'll tell you, when I was playing corner in high school, my idea was I watched enough film so I knew what people were doing. Exactly. So I'm playing against wideouts. I'm like, I'm going to give you enough space so you think you can catch this ball. Why? Because not only am I going to outrun you to the ball, I'm going to out-jump you and I'm going to catch this interception. Now, I need to make your quarterback think, oh, he got it. You don't know my closeout speed because you haven't watched enough film on me.
Right.
I watched your film. I know when your hips dip. I know your little shimmy that you're going to try and give me, you always go to the inside.
You want to fake you.
It don't work because I watched enough film on you. So that's the difference. I would say high school me was all athleticism. Don't get me wrong. He thought he knew what he knew. He didn't. Whereas now I'm like, oh, you give me 2 days, it's a wrap. No, you're not cooking me nothing. That's the big difference.
And I ain't gonna lie, that high school J. Lou is he was the guy at that time. He ain't the guy now. It would have been a wrap.
So if you were to pick a lineup out of the current crew you play now, and then your younger self walked in the gym, would you pick your younger self up and leave one of your homies out?
Oh.
Because he's not trash. Your younger self ain't trash. He just ain't got that mental or physical capability.
Hey, I'm going to go.
Would you be like, hey, Dano, you're going to have to sit out. I'm going to have to pick up.
Yeah, see, I'm going to just go lift weights at this point. If I see a younger version of you walk in, I'm definitely, hey, y'all, I'm going to lift weights. I'll catch y'all when it's done and run on the track.
But no. You saying like if I pick you up, you would go sit down for him? Because I was going to say, because realistically, I don't know.
Or track. Because
you got to think, though, it depends on which 5 I pick up. Because if I pick up Cello, I'm not dropping Cello for a younger me.
I'm talking about all
no, listen, that's what I'm saying.
Right now.
I'm not dropping Cello for a younger me. I'm not dropping a Kenny for a younger me.
Well, here's what I disagree. I don't think it matters. You know why? Because if Kobe walks in the gym and Michael's there, and they got similar games, right? You're not going to say, well, they got a similar enough game. You know, you got KD, Steph, let's say
No, that's not even the same for me. Listen, me, right now, if we get in the car and we go to the gym, and that other J. Lou,
I'm saying your game's different.
He ain't got no chance. He shouldn't be on the court with me. And the reason I say that is because I'm stronger, and I honestly feel like I'm faster now than I was in high school.
So you rather put him on the other team?
Cook him.
Buddy he got to get up out of there.
What about a relay track for track? Would you recruit?
Like I said, I feel like I'm fast. When I recruit him, yeah, he could definitely be on my me, Deontay, Malik, and Ant broke like a few records on our relay team, and I was the anchor. So I would definitely put him on the team with me.
You run the leg 4 times.
No, not 4 times, just twice. Started. I grabbed Deontay and Malik, and I put me.
This man's gonna call himself and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna just run this off."
Nah, because I'm not doing it. I don't like running that much. There's no purpose. Like that's why I can never do the 400.
But I mean, I think that's a testament because you would hope that who you are now is better than who you were.
I feel like Will Smith in that movie.
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man.
But I feel like it's reversed. You know how when he went against his younger self, he was faster, he was jumping, he was more bold.
But he
I feel like the only thing that's different now than then is I would have tried more stuff than I would now. So like, if somebody's like, Jacoby, do you want to go bungee jumping? I would have entertained it back then. I'm not in.
You're not even considered.
I'm not going bungee jumping.
Prime example, right?
Yeah,
I'm not going bungee.
There's more of a mortality.
I'm not going bungee.
I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Right? So back in college, it was like a celebratory party or whatever for my floor or whatever. It was some formal party. Everybody's dressed up, suits, ties, dresses, yada yada yada, right?
Right.
And for whatever reason, there's a river, right? You know what I'm saying? So these guys, just young cats, freshmen, athletic out the gym, just decide in full suits, we're hopping this, right? And I'm like, I could probably make that. Now, right? This is me after ACL surgery, meniscus surgery, second meniscus surgery, ain't been in the gym.
Dress pants knitted all
Dress
the way to the crotch.
pants knitted.
You ain't got no movement.
To the nines. High waters. High waisted. With the belt.
What hard bottoms on, cuz?
Hard bottoms on, cuz.
Yeah, you're
wait, it just rained. It had just rained. So the ground's wet, it's soggy, the river's flowing. I'm like, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. Now, this is probably, realistically, it shouldn't have been any difficulty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is maybe 6 feet, 8 feet wide.
So you try to do it with no hands?
Yeah, no, run. You gotta run to start.
But I'm saying, you said it was a fence?
No, this is a river. A moving river.
For some reason, when I heard hopping, I thought you were talking about a fence.
No.
And I was like, he tried to go jump over a fence with no hands?
No, that's a wrap. Ankles is done.
No knees,
ankles is done. No, but back in the day, and I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, I would have cleared this no problem when I was younger. No problem. So I'm like, I got this. Man, I take off, the knee feels it instantly, but I'm like, I'm committed. I got to keep going. I get there. I make it by a hair. My heel slides into the water, and I feel it. Bloop, touch the water. I was like, I made it. It's cool. Whatever. Got up, dusted myself off. I was like, I did that. In the back of my mind, I was like, my knees is done. I ain't gonna be walking for the next couple of days. That's when I was like, yeah, this is for the birds. It's not worth impressing people no more.
No.
I gotta really think about my health.
You were just young enough to where you didn't really think about death being such a close thing, nigga. Like, remember I used to flip off of shit at the playground? I used to be like, I'm gonna climb all the way up there and do like 2 backflips and land that shit, and then be like, yeah, not thinking like if you
don't land it, what happens?
Right. You do it now, it's like, bro, don't even ask me.
No part. I don't even like get out the bathtub unless there's something on the floor.
Yeah,
I got a couple towels.
It's gotta be towels.
It's gotta be a couple towels.
Why? Because that little bit of water, scoop, that's a wrap.
I'm always seeing myself like that. And then the worst part is y'all find me dead, butt naked.
Y'all sound back broke. We not even that old. Why y'all sound like we so
No, but if you don't got a towel or something down, you gonna slip on the water.
Because you know what, when you're younger, you're sure-footed. Now we have a lot more wisdom to really think like, do I take 1 or 2 steps or do I take 1? You don't even think. Your body just
did your toes touch first or did your heel touch first? Exactly. You don't know.
But my heel ain't right.
Exactly.
If your shoes ain't right, it's over with.
That one ain't got nothing. Because you gotta think, when we was hooping, like when you first came back, I wasn't going to the post. Now I'm going to the post because I don't feel like nobody's stronger than me down there. I've been watching Melo, Kobe, Broad, all their footwork. That high school J. Lou wasn't watching. He was perimeter in all athleticism. Because I ain't started hooping until we was in 8th grade. So when I first got to high school, I remember Coach Sean saying, I remember him telling our assistant coach, he's going to be nice. Because right now, he ain't thinking. he's just going to play ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing whatever his favorite players doing, his brothers are doing, because he don't know nothing but to go play ball.
That's the best thing, man.
So once I got to like a junior, and I was like, all right,
It started to click.
Senior year, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over for y'all. And then when I broke my foot, because remember at first I was trying to go put everybody in the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was going in the rim with me. Broke my foot, got a jumper, like a consistent jumper, because I could shoot in high school, but that wasn't like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he ain't, nah, it ain't.
Perfect example, I think, would be Derrick Rose. When you watched him when he first came to the league, after college, it was all athleticism. Mm-hmm. And it's not that he wasn't skilled, but he relied so
and
heavily
he
on
was
his
so much
athleticism.
faster than everybody.
Oh, it wasn't even
He would
close.
get the rebound, and by the time you blink or reach for it, he was
gone. He was gone. After he had that ACL surgery, he came back, and you could see his game change.
Plus,
and he talks about it.
And I think I'm just a lot smarter on the basketball court. Like, there's passes I make to y'all now that I would not have made back then. I would have been like,
you wouldn't even consider. You would have. The thought would have never crossed your mind.
I'm not doing that one.
It would have never crossed your mind.
Or I would make that pass, but I wouldn't make the right kind. Like now, it's a bounce pass instead of a chest pass. Yeah. Back then, it would have been all chest passes.
Because it's the most convenient. You wouldn't even thought, why would I want this versus...
And back then, I was using athleticism to out-jump people. Nah, I box people out and then jump.
Yeah, because why just athleticism if you can body him out first? Right. I guarantee you get it.
So that one-on-one, I think the score, if we go to 15, it'd be like 15-6. Because still I'd be hitting stuff that, like, y'all didn't see me make, but they'd be like, how lucky.
Like I said,
so you get about 4 lucky ones, like, how no?
I think the testament is you would expect your current day self to be better than your previous self. That means you're getting the growth you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't mean it has to be 100% every single facet, but you would expect.
And I feel like do you feel like your confidence is higher now?
Definitely.
Oh, it's
I done found some old lyrics. I was like, what the fuck was I on? I was just like reading the shit. I'm like,
emotions. That's what she was on.
Nah, and the worst part was, it wasn't nothing I was actually going through.
No. You was rapping about somebody else's life.
Somebody else's life, man. I was really looking at the shit like, exactly. You thought that was gas? Who is this nigga? Like, I really felt like the nigga who hopped in the car with his bros, like, hey, bro, play my mixtape. And y'all gotta pretend to gas me. Like, hey, as soon as we drop this nigga off, don't call this nigga no more. Don't hit him up to hang out. Like, that nigga cannot come over. He's talking about shit that don't even relate to him. Like, and then when I got in my bag, I'm like, all right, let me really start writing about shit.
First thing he said is, I gotta protect. Like, don't even wear it.
Really? Protect, nigga? You can't even tell time. Stop playing with yourself. Talking about doing. I got an Apple Watch. Hey, sir, what time is it? What you talking about? Like, come on, man. Nah. But like, literally, you start looking at.
Yeah, my confidence now is way higher.
I think it's with more experience comes confidence. Because you understand more of the world and you
realize your boundaries versus you thinking, oh, I'm gonna just live to the sky's the limit. Nah, you get up there, you still gotta land. Nigga. Gravity don't obey it. Don't bother nobody, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, it's called 4-wheel drive, not 4-wheel stop.
That is hilarious.
So that's the thing. Like you, man, dog. Man,
shoot for the sky, land in the stars. Nah, shoot for the sky and better hope you brought a parachute, because it's a wrap.
I think. There's probably some things back then that I'm probably better at, but I can't think of it. I think I'm a better writer now. Hooper.
Yeah.
Better at managing like my money and stuff. But back then I'd be like,
I would say I was more open-minded then. That would be one thing.
I still overthink.
And that's not to say that I'm not open-minded now. But to your point of there are things back then that I would have considered. I'm not saying that I would have done them, but if somebody came to me and was like, hey, you want to try this out? I would have thought about it.
That's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't have went bungee jumping when y'all asked, but I would have been like, that don't sound too bad.
It don't sound terrible.
Am I going to go? No. But do I think about it? Yeah. Now, if you text me like, if we going bungee jumping tomorrow, I'll be like, y'all have fun, be safe.
Hey, I hope to see you tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm not going bungee jumping, bro. It's just
make sure you write me and you will.
I just did and went through that I look back like, you really could have avoided that shit. Like,
here's a better question. How many times would you smack your younger self if you could go back now? Some
you gotta think though.
Would I feel it?
You got yeah. Because
you
won't feel it.
No. There's a lot of stuff that I wish I didn't do. But
there's a lot of things
I don't regret though.
Yeah, I'm not saying you regret it. The smack is never regret.
Still do it.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I wish I could sit down. Not even slap. I don't even want to slap him. But there's a lot of decisions or things that I wish I could bring him into a room. Nobody else. You can have cameras on because I'm not gonna beat him up. But we need to just sit down face to face. Like you did who? You replied to who?
Yeah, I made a lot of those.
You replied to
I made
her,
some pretty
bro?
bad
I'm
ones.
like, wait, you paid your phone bill
To reply to
send a
her?
message that you could have left your phone on.
You gave your mama your $80 to reply to her, or to call them so y'all can go do what? Like, there's just some things that I wish I wouldn't have did, or that I wish I would have did sooner. Like, I wish I would have picked up the camera back then.
I think from that, the best thing you can do then is just learn. One, make sure you don't make the same decisions or whatnot, but also pass them along to anyone you
Even
can.
better, value your time over money. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, time's irreplaceable. You can't. There's nothing you can do. You can't trade
Nah, I
anything
ain't
in
gonna
for
lie.
time.
That makes sense, it do. But what I just tell y'all last summer, or this summer, the money was cool. I spent the money, whatever. But it was the time that made me mad.
Because you can't get it back.
Exactly.
You can always get that back.
But high school,
Sure.
you know, the high school self, I was like, I wasn't working, so the money I had came from us either selling some candy or something, or the holidays or birthdays or whatever. Or, Dad, can I get the 40? Mom, can I get 40? Now you got $80. Hey, big bro, can I get this? Hey, cuzzo, we going out to eat, but I ain't got enough. I only got 12. Can you bring me 6? Like, whatever. Now, it's like I'm making my own money. I can do what I want with it. I can go get that back. But my time, that's what. Back then, I feel like I was wasting a lot of time too. Because now I'll stay in the house but instead of going to do some dumb stuff.
But there's certain freedoms you lose and gain coming like with growing up. Like when you were younger, you had the freedom to do whatever you want with no repercussions. Now, there's not that type of freedom.
Yeah,
you like, man, if
really
I
get in
spend this,
trouble.
like, will I be able to pay my rent? You never thought when you were younger. You get your check, bro. I go to the mall, buy 4 pairs of shoes.
It's
no
kind
money.
of it's a handoff.
And you know
you
what
got
I'm saying?
more resources now, but less time to use them.
Yep.
Because you're spending, you know what I'm saying? You got at least you're going to work for most of the time, at least 8, right?
Hey, I ain't trying
and
to
you
be
got
funny.
to sleep.
I ain't trying to be funny, but y'all think y'all look better than y'all did when y'all was in school.
Most definitely.
Like, I'm not talking about.
I'm not
your
talking
face.
about
I'm
on
not-
GQ magazine.
I'm not just talking about your
I'm
face.
just like, yo.
I'm not just talking about your face,
Buddy
but I'm
was
saying, like,
work.
do you think your closet look better? Your confidence look better? Like, do you
I'm
think,
not even
like,
gonna get on the closet.
But no, I'm just saying, like, do you think overall, do you think you look better, like, to the outside person? Like, so somebody who seen you in high school, like, oh, Dad's still doing this thing.
Yes, because to this day, no, like, but not to this day, I still get people who go, oh, so how's school? And I'm like, oh, you know, college. Go, well, you're in college? I thought you were in high school. I'm like, come on, man. Like, I've been trying to grow this shit out for a long time.
Hey, this is going.
I'm tired of people thinking I'm 20, 21. Like, oh, how's school going? Like, no, bro. Like, I'm trying to get there. You know what I'm saying? So I think for yes,
I think we grew
And the crazy thing is, we all only a few months apart.
I think I grew into my more adult body. I would say that's the big
He
difference.
was, like, when we was 4, he was, like, a real, like, I thought you were a linebacker.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like, your nephew, your cousin coming over.
well, that's what I mean.
Really?
It's just like there definitely was some weird growth spurts.
He was just bigger than everybody. Not, like, even taller. He was just bigger than everybody.
I was just stocky.
Yeah, he was just bigger than
whatever
everybody.
reason.
No,
but I was like skinny. I don't know. I went through skinny, stocky
Yeah.
phases. So
I mean,
That's how
looking
Dan
back, it was kind of
was
like,
tall, too.
nah. But yeah, now, nigga? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I think
Definitely.
like, my confidence has always been about, I think when I got dreads and everything, I was like, oh, yes, I'm with it.
For me, it was
I
like,
think one of the sliding Zendaya did was like, my confidence is a little too high.
I'm about to go see you in this movie tonight.
my confidence is a little too high. I'm about to slide into y'all.
Definitely. I think you make improvements because you don't see the fulfillment of you like reaching that potential of like whatever your peak sexiness is or whatever. You're like, yo, in order to get this.
And you
guy
said you got
for-
GQ. Oh, what's his name? I know for a fact some of these people who win Sexiest Man Alive. I don't care what y'all say. I look better than some of them people. Like old boy who was in Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
He won Sexiest Man in the World. You got
There's no way.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, but you also got to remember.
What he is. Y'all know, like, he got money and he acts.
There's
and all
so
that
many
thing.
things that play into that.
Like what?
Color for sure. Let's
No,
not
because
even-
The Rock and Michael B and them have won it.
how long did it take for us to?
I was
enter
gonna
that
say,
GQ
I was gonna say, how
I ain't
long
gonna
until we
lie.
got here though?
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know about that until after high school anyway. And then I found out that Clooney won like 3 times in a row.
George Clooney. I mean, I can't judge nobody.
I really don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh man, that man's hot.
But I know, that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like,
I don't
him
know.
for sure. Paul Rudd, I know. Like, I'm not even, like, for a fact. Like, let's be real. Okay, hold on, let me be real. Let me be real. This is why I say that.
He said 480.
This is why I say that. If I had the same amount of money as him, or he had the same amount of money as me, and we slid in the same person DMs, I'm getting a reply before he did. Now, yeah, he got blue check, he got money, he in every Marvel thing that come out.
But the money.
So he win. So he winning. But if we the same person, we both walk in the same club. Yes.
Wait, you expect Paul Rudd to be in the club?
I'm just saying, if we are the same,
What kind of club you going to?
I feel like he's in the. That's what I feel like he is. He's not in the Monarchs and he's not in it.
I mean, if they paid him for a pop up,
Wait, but I'm talking about just to go in.
You're gonna be in one of those too, the EDM clubs?
No. We talking about Paul Rudd right now. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if me and him was in the same city with the same amount of money, whether it's higher or lower, if I had his money or he had my money, and we walked in with the same status, whether it's blue check or no blue check, and we slid in the same person's DMs, I would get a reply before he did.
Is she bad or is she ugly?
Bad. I'm not. First of all, I'm not sliding no girl that's ugly as DMs. It's not happening. I'm just being real.
you know, you're entitled to your own opinions and stuff. I
To
feel
each
like.
their own?
Right.
Yeah, you know.
I just told y'all my confidence is too high. I almost want to slide into Dave's DMs.
What if you were blind
If I was blind,
and you didn't know she was bad, but she sounded bad?
hey, I ain't gonna lie. There's a girl. Her voice is fire. So if I was blind,
Would you trust us to tell you, or would we?
if y'all sent me off, we would fight. I don't know how I would fight.
Nah. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not telling this nigga shit. Alright, cuz she's bad as hell.
Hey, I'm lying to you.
But you gotta think though, you blind, so you
Hey,
can tell me
I'm
the
blind.
president of the world.
You got a homeboy for my girl?
Yo,
Yeah? Is he bad?
man.
DM my nigga bad.
I'm telling you right now, especially if she looked me dead in my shit and you can't see her, I'm gonna be like, hey, cuz she a 10 out of 10.
That's crazy though. Cause I wouldn't have y'all out here looking stupid. I don't have y'all out here looking stupid now.
How would you know if you look stupid?
You know what I'm saying though.
He definitely would, because he wouldn't even be talking to her. He'd be looking at the wall while she talking and shit. I'm like, cuz.
I'm done.